Hello, Miss McDowell. I'm Maiden, and this is my presentation on Phineas Ferb the movie Across the Second Dimension. The Hero Quest. So, the first stage in the Hero Quest that is shown in the movie is status quo. Phineas and Ferb, they get out of bed and they start their day as normal. Nothing too crazy there. Call to adventure. This is whenever Perry actually reveals himself to the boys, where he puts on the hat, because even though they entered the second dimension, as you can see on the picture there, they're still themselves. They're still happy. Like, yes, they're in new worlds, but they haven't changed at all. They still know they're on an adventure. Only when they realize that their pet is fighting evil that they actually get on to the adventure. Refusal to call. That's whenever Phineas denies that Perry is a second secret agent, as you'll see in the clip I have coming up. And even once it is proven, throughout the rest of the scene, he's like still so shocked and he can hardly believe it. So we'll play the clip now.
Platypus! That's Secret Agent Perry the Platypus!
Oh, hey, he's just a platypus. He doesn't do much.
Platypus, you see that platypus? You know what to do.
Perry! What was that for? Perry, are you okay?
Told ya!
How are his vitals?
Wait, let me try something. Oh, Platyborg, do the same thing to those two boys. What?
What? Perry?
Okay, stage 4, assistance. This is whenever Perry protects the boys, whenever the evil Dr. D sends the Perryborg after them. Departure. This is whenever Phineas and Ferb convince the Threshold Guardian, Candace, to give them the directions to Dr. D's tower, and this is through the tunnels. Trials. This is whenever they fight off the multiple giant robots when they're fleeing from the tunnels. And actually I have a clip of that right now.
Alright, hang tough. This is gonna get hairy. There it is! We should be okay if we can hold off these.
Can we do that?
No, keep your head down.
Alright, stage 7, we have approach, and this is whenever the gang comes up to the lava-surrounded cave, which is literally their doom. Crisis, this is whenever Phineas and Ferb are forced to return home after Perry just kind of gives them his locket and scurries off, because Phineas and Ferb are like, wow, you still don't trust us. Like, that was the end. They were only truly ready to fight the evil Dr. D whenever they realized that Perry trusted them all along. Treasure, this is whenever they save the tri-state area. And I have a clip of the approach coming up right now.
Welcome, doomed guest! Come on, keep trudging. Doom is that away.
Alright, stage 10, we have return. This is whenever Phineas and Ferb are met with a choice by Major Monogram to either forget the best day ever or lose Perry, and they eventually have to accept that they have to go back to their old life because they love Perry. New life, this is whenever Phineas and Ferb now understand why Perry couldn't tell them his secret identity, and this is because he'd have to be moved away if they found out. And then status quo, their memory is wiped, the robots get self-destructed, everything returns normal, and unfortunately due to continuity issues with the show, Phineas and Ferb had to forget everything. So the heroes can't know that nothing will ever be the same because they just can't. And I have a clip coming up soon.
So our choice is to either forget the best day ever, forget the biggest adventure we've ever had, and forget meeting Agent P, or remember today, but never see Perry again?
Well, we've had a lot of great days, but we only have one Perry.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Alright, for the archetypal characters, we have the hero, Phineas. Of course, he's the leader, he makes a lot of the decisions, he's the hero, he has a lot of the qualities. The ally, Ferb, he's the sidekick to Phineas. They're stepbrothers, he doesn't talk very much, but he still goes along with the hero and does a lot of those things as well. Threshold Guardian, second mentioned Candace. She was the the person that allowed for Phineas and Ferb to continue on their adventure through the tunnels. She knew all the intel, how to get to Doof's Tower and all that. Next we have Shadow, evil Dr. D. He's the villain. He's the evil dictator in his dimension, wants to conquer another one. And then Trickster, good Dr. D. He is the comedic relief of the whole movie. All of his scenes with the evil Dr. D, he's always poking fun and like, what's the one? You owe me 2 sodas. It's just a surprise. This is a good example. There's a lot more. Alright, similar themes across literature, studying the course. Famous verb in the war, so the effect of trauma. So the evil Dr. D became evil because he lost his train. Pretty traumatizing. Then in the wars, Robert Ross, he had his friends die. He got raped, a bunch of stuff, and then eventually lost his mind at the end by killing some of his own comrades and then took the horses and all that. And then loss of innocence, revealing darker world. Whenever Perry put on the hat, he's no longer this innocent platypus, and the boys see that there's evil in the world. He's fighting evil. The world is cruel. And in the wars, as soon as Rowena died, Robert Ross immediately goes to war and explores all of the horrors there. Phineas Ferb, Thousand Splendid Suns, importance of family. Phineas and Ferb, they did everything to go get Perry. Perry trusted them. They defeated them. Defeated the evil Dr. G together. They would do anything for each other. Perry even sacrificed himself at the beginning, taking a hit from Perryborg, and there's a lot of it. Thousand Splendid Suns. Miriam and Layla sacrificed themselves for their family, their whole lives. Miriam sacrificed her life to protect them. And then Phineas Ferb, Much About Nothing. Disguises. So Perry disguising as Agent P and just Perry. That's a big part of the movie. And Much About Nothing. There's disguises all around. It's the Masquerade, for example. Here at the very end with Claudio. And yeah. Thanks for watching. Phineas Ferb Rule.